And welcome everybody on in to episode 18 of 18. What the fuck am I saying? It's episode 20.
Oh my god.
Holy shit. Episode 20 of When Worlds Collide, guys. 11/11. Supposed to be a lucky day. It is not our lucky day today with our different technical issues. Yeah. But guys, as always, you know how we start these things. Fish and I have been waiting for these beers for 20 minutes. Thank God it's still cold.
Thirsty.
Not gonna lie, I did cheat and open mine ahead of time.
Yeah, I just spilled it myself. I can't do anything right today.
You guys are in shambles.
Absolute shambles, buddy. So we're doing you said we're doing a truth or drink before we get into the question of the day. Is that the game plan?
Yo, we had Tink send one in, so we'll go ahead and start off with that.
Okay.
Is that cool, Smalls?
Yes, sir.
How often do you think about your own death? How and when do you suspect it will happen?
To be honest, I think about it a couple times a week.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I really do. I go, this could be it. This could be it right here. But when do I actually think it'll happen? Dude, I have no idea. Man. I feel like I'm gonna end up just living a long life, a long painful life. So
Your life is gonna be less painful.
Yeah, there you go. That NFC will carry us through. I'm gonna say 99, and like it'll be like a day before my 100th birthday, and then I'm not gonna be able to reach the century mark.
You're like, screw it, I'm done.
But I think after 70, even maybe before that, everything's gonna really suck. It's gonna suck.
Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, switch hat. All right, here we go, Mr. Reptile. Oh my God, my hair. Been at my computer desk all day. Look at that. Yuck.
Yeah, you look good.
Now I do.
Do we all need to switch hats? Does that apply to all of us while we're all on screen here?
Good, yeah. There's plenty of hats. Go ahead and pick one out, Fish.
You want to?
It's fine. I'll just do it. All right. Well, let's get into the question of the day then, huh? So,
Let's get it.
If you could pick a sport that you wish had the AAA attention that a game would get, what would that game be, or what would that sport be? I probably put that question terribly, but you get what I'm saying.
For me, I'd love to see
Paintball.
Ooh,
I
I
could
do like that.
like a full on like. Sounds like it's for all those crazy moves. Dive into cover or something like that, like all dude fashion.
You know what'd be cool is if they literally took like Call of Duty Ghosts like gameplay and put it into paintball, like how you could lean. So it's still like that fast like Call of Duty pace, but then you have like the leaning and stuff that Call of Duty Ghosts had. You just put that into a paintball game, that'd be cool. But I'm so there with you. I had a paintball game for PlayStation 2. I think it was like Tom Henson's like paintball or something. I remember I got it at Walmart for $40, and I went home and played. Yeah, I went home and I played it. I was like, this is definitely not worth my $40.
Yeah, no kidding. And you're talking about investing in NFTs, man. I would tell you back out now while you still can. I don't think you know how you're spending your money, Smalls. Dude, if they do that, all I want to see is the Chardon, Ohio course on there as one of their maps. That's all I have.
I think that would that could possibly work, honestly. But I mean, like if any AAA game that you make and everything, it would just be almost impossible to develop unless like you just have like the most insane team ever to make it from the ground up. But yeah.
So Fish, I gotta apologize. Your microphone was not turned on yet.
What? Oh,
Dude, I told you 11/11. each one of us has had a technical issue. It started with Brent, then worked its way to me.
Guys gave me your bad luck, Juju. What the
I
hell?
know. I hope we just don't give it to chat.
Yeah.
Chat, you guys might want to run now.
You guys could hear me. I was saying before, my AAA game would be for paintball. AAA version of a paintball game. Sick. Just make it Madden, both paintball guns. But, you know,
I
like
can't
actual
believe-
good physics.
I can't believe we had all of that muted, dude. That's incredible. Yo, the best place to bounce back is rock bottom, though. You know what I mean? It's only up from here.
Yeah, it can really only go up from here, the way the night started.
Buckle up, everybody. Here we go.
It's funny too, guys. I'll just give you a little insider information here. We always put like together a Word doc, and the Word doc is literally called Episode 20, 11/11, Lucky Day, and we have had we have had the exact opposite of luck so far tonight. Oh man,
But it'll buff.
yeah, it always buffs.
It always.
It always buffs.
All right. Smalls, what's your answer to that? If you had a AAA video game company turn in a sport that is not currently a game into a game, what would that game be?
So the one I would go with, I've actually seen games of it like on 360 arcade, but I haven't seen like an actual good one made. Would be a lacrosse game. I feel like a lacrosse like game that got some attention would be awesome, dude. I could definitely get down with that.
I remember playing one a while ago. I don't know if it was. I think it was on the Xbox One. It was like I forget what the name of it was, but it was definitely for college lacrosse, and it wasn't half bad. You know, like it was like okay and everything, but it obviously didn't have like that AAA quality to it and everything.
Right.
Like the graphics weren't there. Again, it was on an Xbox One and whatnot, but I had fun with it. It was a great game to play. I don't know how I got it, but I think Brian and I played it a while ago. So
Gotcha. Friend, did I steal yours?
You did, yeah, man. I'm trying to slam natties and dime pieces, you know? Lettuce out the bucket, top thread, and chill and such.
With your pass
You know
style,
what I mean?
buddy?
Yeah. I'm such a lag bro, dude. That could honestly be like it could be, you know how they have like Madden, like named after John Madden. They could have Front 2021 would be the lacrosse game, I think.
I would veto the fuck out of that.
it would get review bombed by far.
Yeah, dude. Holy shit.
I was nice with my long stick, dude. Don't sleep on Front 21.
Dude, I do miss playing lacrosse. It was so fun when we played
It's
it back
great
in high school.
That is
Was that?
I was gonna say that's a sentence you will never hear. Friend's good with his long stick.
My deep hole, bro. Why do you think they call me Front Long Stick Front? It's because it's not because of what you would think. It's sports related. It's lacrosse. I said the same thing though. I would want it to be college because I feel like the PLL or whatever it's called, like the
Yeah, it's
professional.
like too goony. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I wanna play with different colleges. Go Bucks. You know.
It's off to a high.
Fire. He doesn't mention the Bucks.
Yeah, I know. Every episode he sneaks a Go Bucks in somewhere.
Yeah, right. Hey, if you're getting
Yeah.
advertisement money we're not hearing about, you got to share it with the group.
Yeah, Friend's image and likeness.
Yeah, right. Oh god.
Not until Front 21 is released.
No, true.
And then it all starts rolling in.
All
So,
right.
buddies, we got a couple. We got 2 truth or drink cards. You want to do those before we go into gaming or hold off for the halfway point?
Yeah, we'll hit him at the halfway point. Let's do that.
Love it.
All right, so let's hop into gaming then, huh?
Yes, sir.
And this first one, man, I can already feel the fire burning within me. I knew Fish was gonna bring this up because I got in a debate with Brink the other day about this, and I'll let you guys go first on this. I'll go to Frint first because he's naive of the previous conversation, so we'll just get his initial opinion, and then we'll kind of batter him either way.
I was really hoping you would take the lead so that I could disagree with you, whatever you said, but my initial thoughts.
Yeah, I want the initial thoughts.
Yeah, so honestly, I think it's I think it's a good idea for Xbox.
So
I
I
think
think
you
we
get a lot.
I think we still need the question, right?
Yeah, skip the question.
Yeah.
Do the
So the question is it good or sorry, it's not putting a question form here. Wait, is it a good thing to have games release on the Game Pass? It's kind of open-ended discussion whether do you think that is a good thing for the game or not.
Yeah. And I think it's a good idea for Xbox. I think you get a lot more gamers on there right off the bat, so you can quickly grow your current audience so that you get a lot more players on there. But I don't fully understand the benefit to the studios and those involved with developing the game. And I feel like you may start to see some people button heads over where the money ends up and what kind of profitability you see.
That's understandable for sure. I was
Yeah.
thinking the same thing too with like when all of these games are coming out on Game Pass, I'm like, how are these developers getting money for it? Like they definitely have like the numbers and stats to like probably base off like the success of a game and whatnot. But like I feel like if you're a developer and you're just like automatically under Microsoft's Game Pass wing and everything, like it's just like hard to gauge on how actually successful your game is and everything. So it's like a weird situation because on one hand you could sell your game for full price, like say it's like a $60 game, and see how that goes from there, or you could just put it on Game Pass and you already have access to how many tens of millions of people are on Game Pass? Like a lot. There's millions and millions.
Yeah, there's a lot. I don't know what the number
Generates
is.
Xbox like $9 billion a year. So it's definitely successful. So it's all up on what way you look at the situation. What are your thoughts?
Oh, I have plenty. So just cut me off if I go on like a rant here. But I think it depends on the scale of your game, what studio it's coming from.
Yeah.
A lot of different, the genre of game. There's like a whole bunch of different things that go into whether or not it's a good fit for Game Pass. So like if you have lower level games like indie games or games like that, Game Pass is great because it's going to get your game some exposure it might not get anywhere else, right?
Yeah.
And even like shooting games or high end games, just look at the Battle Royale series right now. Warzone's free. Apex, Fortnite, all those games make money off of cosmetics. So if you're selling in-game cosmetics anyways, like having your game on Game Pass is just kind of promoting it, right? So you can make money off the cosmetics.
Right.
And then the Xbox Game Studio itself, that's just another perk of being on Xbox and having Game Pass is just having that accessibility.
Right.
So I don't see a problem with it any which way. And bigger games that are releasing on there, like Back for Blood or Outriders, I'm sure they've already been cut a check by Microsoft to have their game on there while it's benefiting them to begin with. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And each studio, when they put a game out on Game Pass, they know how many players played their game and everything when it released. Like, I know Outriders had, I don't know, like 10 million plus players its first week that were playing the game. So that game released on Game Pass as well. So, like, they had huge number increases for their game. So, probably well above what their, like, predicted lines were and everything. So, I think of it as a plus. It's a little weird, though, because, like, with the accessibility of Game Pass and everything, it's hard to tell the longevity of the game when it releases on Game Pass because you get all these new titles, like, literally every month. And you don't know if you're going to come back to a game or not from, like, a month or two from now because you just keep getting all these new titles and you literally can't finish all the games that they come out with and everything. So I think in that point, when somebody doesn't have to pay a full price for a game, they're basically doing like a time trial of it, and so they just don't put the investment into your game. So like the initial week that it releases will be great, but then you look at it 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, like the player base drops by like 60-70% like that, as most games do. But it's just like weird to think about.
So
my concern is that it drives the kind of pay to play because. Like you said, Smalls, I think what probably happens here is so Xbox for Game Pass would cut somebody a check for the game, and then they get to put it on Game Pass. But then from there, since they don't really see any revenue from purchases being made of the actual disc or online or anything. The only way that they can continue making cash is the in-game purchases. And if you're going to go that route, you're going to take advantage of every in-game purchase you can.
Oh,
So I feel like there's definitely some ways that it can impact the game itself, so that the play is different too, where they try to just focus on pay to play instead of a good community. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, but I have to disagree. I mean, you see plenty of titles like doing this already, like, and there was a period in time where like loot boxes were popular and different things like that, and that got so much backlash from the gaming community that's been kind of sizzled out. So I think we're already past the point of games like harassing you for like your money. Now it's just kind of like they're encouraging you to spend it, but like it's kind of on you. Like, okay, I want this $20 skin. Like, here you go.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Most games keep it safe with only cosmetic stores and everything, which is fine by me. You know, like a skin's a skin. If you want to make your guy look cooler, I'm all for it. If you haven't paid a lot of money for the game and you put a lot of hours into it, like screw it, drop another $20. Like it doesn't really matter that much. But a thing with Game Pass that I've noticed, which is kind of on the downside for it, but it's not like really their fault per se, but I know like Brian and I were trying out so many games. Like a couple examples where we tried playing The Ascent and D&D Dark Alliance. And both times when the game released and we were trying to play it like the first few days, like we literally couldn't play the game. Like one, the games were so buggy and just like not released at a good time that like we literally couldn't even play sometimes. And then like that, as well as like the servers being overloaded since they're all multiplayer games, like we couldn't connect to each other. We just get crashes all the time. It was super laggy, and just like after like we try it for like 3, 4, 5 days, not even a week, we just like give up on the game. We just don't go back to it again because we're just like, we gotta wait till the game's fixed now because it's absolutely broken. It happens so many times with that Dark Alliance.
I mean, whose fault is that though? It's not Game Pass's fault. That's the developer's fault. All right.
I mean, it also could be the fact that they were pressured into releasing the game on Game Pass's schedule and everything. So literally, the developers just didn't have enough time to actually polish their game and everything. So it's like
but if anything, it gives you the opportunity, because now you've got somewhere where it's out live that you can download consistently and make consistent updates. I mean, if anything, it gives you the opportunity to improve on that. I saw Avengers, so they just went to Game Pass, the Marvel Avengers game.
Yeah.
And that was kind of part of their excuse, was that they really didn't get to finish everything how they wanted because they were finishing things up right as pandemic hit, so that a lot of people were working from home. And this is kind of giving them the opportunity to extend their work on it and regain their community.
Yeah, some additional exposure. And I know Fish talked about this a few minutes back already, but you said about how it's not an accurate representation of like what the game's like life cycle will actually be.
Yeah.
Which I think that's not really that big of a deal. The way I look at it is, so if you have like 100,000 people that are going to play your game, whatever, right? You know they're going to play that game. So if it's brought to Game Pass and you're bringing it up to like 175,000, I know these numbers don't make any sense, but it's just for an example.
Yeah.
So you have a 175 launch, right? And then let's say you continuously get 125, right? So you're still gaining 25,000 people as opposed to your base that was already 100. So like, even though it's not an accurate representation, you're still probably having more exposure and more of a life cycle out of your game by having that additional exposure. Even though, like I'm saying, like the opening weekend for any game is not accurate, you know, especially the Game Pass games that you're saying. I agree with you there, but the additional exposure, I don't think is a bad thing, you know?
No, not at all. Yeah, it's like, I would just compare it to like a double-edged sword, because on one hand you have access to like literal tens of millions of players that will just like pick up your game whenever and just download it and play it instantly and everything. Then on the downside, you don't know like how consistent it will be afterwards with how progressive the Game Pass is, because like we literally get like 5 to 10 games every month nowadays, which is kind of insane to think out. So I feel like your game will do good the first month, and then it basically goes dead after the second month because just everyone is just either playing their core games, such as like their Call of Duty, Apex, Fortnite, the typical stuff, or they just move on to another Game Pass game that came out. Like I did it so many times when like middle of the year,
Yeah.
when those indie titles are coming out.
I think a lot depends on the genre of the game too.
Mm-hmm.
There's just so many different variables that go into it, but I'd say overall it's a very positive thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what you were talking about, like at least they have their month, right? Like they get their 15 minutes of fame because some of these games you might never touch them. If they're free, you'll give them a shot.
Exactly.
And if they end up being a great game, then you might keep playing them. But if not, then that's on them.
Yeah, that is true because like there's so many games that like I wasn't planning on buying, but then I later found out that they're coming to Game Pass. Like I played 12 Minutes, Dark Alliance, The Ascent, another game called I Am Fish, which is super fun.
Oh, shocker!
There's
I had to play a game about myself. Okay,
but there is no shot that you would spend any amount of money, whether it's $1 or 60, on a game called I Am Fish. But if it's on Game Pass, you're gonna you have to try.
I was curious, so I downloaded it, and it was fun.
Yeah, he's all over.
Right,
that.
exactly.
It's literally Finding Nemo. You're in like a little fish tank, and you have to get to the ocean.
See? And here we are plugging a game called I Am Fish just because it's free to play.
Shout out to the I Am Fish developers. Great game.
Dude,
name is Fish. We should be in contact.
Yeah, there you go. get this guy sponsored, man. Another game that you've been playing a lot of recently, New World.
Oh yeah.
They had a duplication glitch.
Oh,
what's going on with that?
So, I mean, that's just like one of the many problems going on with the game right now, but apparently there was a duplication gold glitch in the game where it wasn't like a widespread problem. It was just like a handful of people figured it out, but it took them so damn long to figure out that it was going on. Like they were doing it for weeks since launch with this glitch. So these guys were basically just getting millions and millions of gold, which is an absurd amount of money to have in the game, and then they just absolutely ruin the player market. Like they have like an auction house like RuneScape.
Yeah, it's basically like a stock market.
Yeah, so you can just like
but you buy and sell goods, and like the prices don't fluctuate depending on like how much is available.
Yeah, so
they just fucked the dollar bill basically.
That's exactly what they did. They got all this money, and then they spent all the money buying everything up, and then just selling it for extremely low prices for everything. So like the entire market is just absolutely effed right now, and that's just like one of the glitches that they've had in the past. So it's good and bad.
Do you spend real money to get this gold? Is this linked to like a U.S. currency, or how does that work?
No, the gold you earn all in game, but after this duplication glitch, there have been people advertising like in the global chats to be like, "Oh, selling gold here, 3,000 gold for like $1 or something." And
now it's turned into the RuneScape
It's literally RuneScape 2021 right now. So.
That's what I was wondering, because like we're talking about the pay-to-play games, and then you've got this where you've got in-game currency that you might be spending actual money on. Does that like concern you guys if you are, especially with like NFTs that we were talking about earlier, if you're getting ready to buy something that has value in game that links back to real currency, and then you've got these glitches in here or people finding ways to duplicate it? I mean, that's a huge like security risk, isn't it?
Oh,
it's a huge problem.
You could be losing
like that.
Real money.
That sounds awful.
Yeah. All of a sudden, like your dollar just it's like counterfeiting cash. It's like printing unrealistic cash. Like
when I heard you when I heard you bringing the NFT into the sentence, I saw fish start dripping beads of sweat.
Oh my god! Don't hear about it. I'm not gonna sleep.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna have to have like 40 years ago, the FBI did not have a cybersecurity team. They're going to have to add like a whole team, a whole force to manage NFTs and these virtual reality currencies, I think.
Oh, yeah.
This is gonna be wild.
It's coming in storm, like a whole, like it's literally gaining so much traction
Right.
in the past few weeks alone. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah.
So when you were just talking about like people selling like in-game money for real money, it made me think of what you used to do in World of Warcraft, which is hilarious. And then on top of that, Shank said he used to bot in Diablo 2 and sell the gear for real money.
Oh yeah, that's
this-
OG shit right
Yeah, this is nothing new to the OGs, but because Fish used to do what?
No,
WoW runs for money.
yeah, I mean, allegedly,
Allegedly.
a person on an account that had a similar name to mine, they got in contact with a group from Venezuela, and they told me about how they were doing these dungeon runs for people that would pay $20 for them for actual gold. So they asked me to join their group and everything because I was a dope ass healer at the time.
You were a virtual drug mule.
He's a Venezuelan mobster
Oh,
on WoW.
Those guys are trying to make money down there, and that's the only way they can do it. So props to them. But yeah, I ran with this group for like a couple months, and I made fucking bank off that stuff. It was nice.
Fish is part of the
This is a
Venezuelan
dark
mafia.
He's just lucky to get out alive,
I didn't
man.
know what was going on. They told me like, "Hey, do you want to heal some dungeons for us? We'll give you 100,000 gold per run." I was like, "Hell yeah, dude, I'm down." And then they all spoke Spanish except for one guy, so I was trying to like intermediate between all of them.
How did you get in touch with these guys if they all spoke a different language?
They knew how to type English. They weren't idiots, okay?
my
One of them
God.
talked English. So it was like not like the best English, but it's enough.
Fish had Google Translate, dude. It's on the computer.
I took Spanish for 9 years, friend. I think I know a little bit of Spanish. When I
So
hear
did I. I don't know any Spanish, and I definitely could run a drug mule program. There's no shot, dude.
It worked out. I mean, nothing bad happened to me unless I got banned. I didn't know it, but yeah, I made a decent bit of money. Nothing insane, but enough for me to keep playing WoW without spending money on it. So.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's a good laugh.
That's
I don't even know how it
incredible.
happened. Like, I just got messaged one day. He's like, "Hey, like, we need a healer for this stuff, and we'll pay you 100,000 gold per run." I was just like, "Sounds great to me." And then after I ran a few of them, they told me what they were doing, and I was just like, "Oh, okay, hell yeah, I'm down."
But again, though, like, so when that shit starts becoming real, and this is for real currency and stuff, they're going to have virtual police forces inside the game that control the virtual drug running and schemes that are being run by the virtual mafia that's all headed up by Fish.
Could you imagine
going
running
to
away
be-
from the virtual police?
That-
Let me go hop.
Force.
Yeah, let me go hop on my dragon real quick. I got like dragon cops chasing you through the sky.
Literally seeing out of Ready Player One.
There's Fish, get him!
You're under arrest for the whatever the
Oh,
illegal
shit,
trading
that's
of
awesome.
NFTs.
It's hilarious.
It's like Spy Kids 3D, man. That's
Oh my God,
amazing.
could you imagine the next iteration of Spy Kids would be like that?
Oh man.
Not to get off on a tangent here, but that was my first celebrity crush. That girl that wore the purple that just kicked everybody's ass. That
What?
was
What?
she was the one.
The chick? Like
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
I just the way
I mean,
she
good
just
for
beat
you.
everybody's ass.
I
That-
don't remember that
that was-
person. It's been a while.
I don't
I
know.
honestly couldn't tell you what she looked like. I just remember her being cocky as fuck, and I was like, I like that.
I can't.
I was more of a Shark Boy
yeah.
and Lava Girl type of guy.
Ah, you were picking to Taylor Lautner, huh? I
Oh my
feel
God!
that.
No way was that him.
That fits the bill.
Was that
Yeah,
actually
that,
him?
Yeah.
that checks
Oh,
out.
never
That
mind.
definitely checks out. Fish is a big Shark Boy guy.
Oh,
What?
okay.
I mean,
Like-
that really does check out that
I
Fish
only
like Shark
liked it
Boy.
because George
Yeah.
Lopez was in the movie. Okay,
Yeah, he was nice in that though.
he
I
was.
can't remember what my like first crush was like from a movie or something.
I can't remember. Ooh, potentially save it. Nah, never mind. Doesn't
The,
matter.
the other one I had was Hermione Granger.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Nothing's
Yeah.
popping in my head right now. But well, do we want to go into the truth or drinks and the giveaways before we hop into sports? We cover everything in gaming.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Alrighty, guys. So I'm gonna start the giveaway now, and what you do to enter is you type in !ticket. Oh, there. It's telling you right there. Look at that, Stream Elements. You done well.
It's the first thing that's worked tonight.
There we go.
Alrighty, friends. So what we got for truth or drinks? We got a handful of them to go through here, I do believe.
Yeah, we had 2 plus, a couple rounds here. So, who's the first one go to? Smalls?
I think it's you.
I think it is you.
I think it was Smalls, but we'll go to me. All
Oh,
right.
it actually could be, yeah. I'm not.
If I cheat on my partner, is it absolutely essential that I tell them why or why not? First of all, I would never. Second of all, yes, it is essential. Why? I feel like if you don't, then the rest of the relationship is just kind of like null and void, Like you've already kind of broken the chain and the loyalty. And so like if they don't forgive you for that, then you're kind of like you're kind of saying fuck them. And I feel like you have less of a chance for that to last.
Fair
Know what I mean?
enough. Fair enough.
That was a wholesome answer right there, friend. That was a legit answer. Damn.
That is one thing that's always like I don't get it, That's one thing that I've always been firmly against is cheating. Like just break up. If you want to hook up with other people, just break up. You know what I mean?
A good buddy of mine doesn't like the confrontation. I will not name this individual.
You do the first letter.
No, complete confidentiality here.
But a friend of mine since high school has just been a constant cheater. I just tell him, I go, dude, why don't you just break up with her? He goes, I don't want the confrontation. I'm like, you're gonna have more confrontation when she finds out you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I think I know who it is now.
I have no idea who this is, but the WWC advice here is to either break up or stop cheating.
Yeah.
Or both.
Lord almighty. All right, what's the next question?
Smalls. If someone were interested in dating me, what thing about me would you tell them to change their mind?
I probably
I feel like this could be a very long conversation with them.
I think I would literally just like hand them a note card and said like when worlds collide, like episode whatever, like the one of the episodes that,
Stamp.
yeah, whatever episode you've pissed me the most off in. And just like, here, listen to this. This will probably change your mind. There's no doubt.
I was thinking the same thing with the podcast.
Dude, all right. So you failed because anybody who's dating me obviously hates you and would love to watch me piss you off. So if anything, you made them fall more in love with me. Honestly,
Carl, he's always just bringing people together through hate. I absolutely.
Yeah. Oh,
Brent's on his A game today.
Aw.
He's on his A
you
game
are
today.
a wingman.
Yeah, he is.
You are an absolute wingman, bro. I appreciate
Actually,
that.
when you say wingman, that reminds me of this same individual I was talking about. That's the cheater. I was also nicknamed the Guardian of Cock because
What is your stage name?
no, because
It's short for Smalls.
I was the guardian angel coming in because I was the best wingman. I got my buddy like laid like 2 or 3 times, and one of them was in a Wendy's.
Oh my
So
god.
hold on. So you've confronted him, even though he's afraid of confrontation,
Yeah.
about cheating, and told him he needs to stop, and then wingman him so that he could cheat some more.
That's a dangerous cycle right there.
This is like Inception. I cannot follow this story at
It's
all.
Sexception.
No, dude.
This is like NFTs. I just don't understand it.
Bro, he wasn't dating anybody at the time, but we still talk about Wendy's chick. She was like it was like after at the bars down OU, and we were getting Wendy's, and we're like, oh, this girl's kind of cute, and my buddy was like too afraid to talk to her, so I just went over and started wheeling her, And then she came back with us, and then I just like left them two in the room, and then he got the job done. I was like, all right, good for you, man. Wendy's chick, man.
Wendy's.
Oh.
Shout out Wendy's chick.
Yeah, man. They don't cut corners. Give her the old 4 for 4, I guess, you know?
Yeah, there you go.
Whatever you gotta
I
do.
think I know who
All right,
it is.
Fish.
I don't even. What was the original question that like we ended up at that?
I don't even know. to be
No
honest.
idea.
Yeah, okay.
Honestly, I don't know. It's gone area now. Fish.
Okay.
Have you ever sent nudes? How do you compose, frame, and light these images?
Unintentionally sent them. Yes.
Fish, feel free
Wait.
to like demonstrate for us. You're on camera, so give us a
would
pose.
love
Give us a
to.
pose, buddy.
I would do it on our official OnlyFans page, but Twitch doesn't like that type of stuff, so unfortunately, can't do it tonight for the live audience.
Are you like a Captain Morgan like leg lift kind of guy?
I'm like a all out spread eagle, give it all laid out on the table kind of guy.
Where's the POV coming from?
POV, whichever one is looking great, wherever the sun is that day. I could like
Fish is
do
like
it
Da
up
Vinci.
here, you know,
Yeah.
little side action. No, maybe no, I'm not gonna go that way. Can't say it.
My favorite is I like to tuck my head between my legs
Oh, shut the fuck up.
and just take a selfie like that.
You're talking the underwater duck.
The underwater
Yeah.
duck, yeah. Did you just come up with that name? 'Cause that's
I did,
hilarious.
man.
Well
I'm ready to
done.
go.
The underwater duck.
Fish,
Oh, God.
what do you mean you unintentionally sent them?
Yeah.
Not in the right mind state for the night.
Drunk dick pics?
Among other things, yeah. It was a combination of a lot of stuff that night. So,
Wow.
luckily, I don't think
So-
they never opened it up. So I'm in the clear for that now because I checked the next day and I saw that the snap was never opened. So I think I was pretty good.
I haven't been on Snapchat in a while. Was it me that you sent these to? Because
I don't know.
I'm
Check-
kinda
how long
worried,
has it
though.
been? It's been a while since I've done it.
I'll be salty if I go log back into Snapchat and I find fish pics.
Yeah, friend's gonna get ready for bed. He's like, I'll go through the Snapchats real quick.
Oh, this one's 4 years old, huh? Let's take a look. See.
Oh, look, the underwater duck.
The underwater duck. Can that be the name of the podcast this week? The,
Yeah,
the underwater
I think
duck.
so.
We gotta make sure that's
Fish-
We got a couple good titles for the podcast tonight.
bro. We gotta
So,
go.
Fish, tell us though, did you have any like specific lighting or like what was the
Oh yeah, lighting was a big issue.
Studio lighting.
I try to use natural light and everything. So like if I could do it outside, I would if possible. But you know, if like the cards are not in my favor, I'll just grab a little desk lamp and play with the lighting for a few minutes.
Could you imagine Mrs. Smith is out at the grocery store and Fish is like, this is the perfect time. Natural lighting, baby. And you're just the underwater duck in the front yard. And your mom's coming down the driveway.
Oh god, dude. That would be my
Fish-
nightmare. Be
Fish
Like, what are you
said he
doing?
did
They're like,
this
"I
while
saw
he was
aliens."
drunk, dude.
It's the underwater duck.
Fish probably went outside while he was drunk, which means it was probably late at night. Let's picture midnight.
Yeah, so like 3 in
And
the
he looks
afternoon.
up, complete darkness, and goes, the natural lighting isn't great. Fish,
God
they
damn it,
never
Frank. Have you been to
responded.
my house? What the hell?
They never responded because you just sent a black screen. There was nothing there.
Yeah, right? I probably thought it was so sick. Like, oh, fuck yeah, this looks sick.
Oh, that's
It's just
funny.
nothing but darkness. Either way, I'm in the clear
That
for
looks
that.
huge. Awesome. Alrighty. So my question: do I sometimes lie about being busy if I don't want to deal with? It says me, so I'm gonna put you guys. No, not really.
My friend would just tell us to fuck off.
Yeah, not you specifically. I've definitely like ignored calls and been like, "Sorry, I was on a call," but normally it's other work people that I don't want to deal with. So, and it's normally because I'm doing shit for this. So, no, you guys actually you guys have skated by.
Hell yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So are we on to sports now?
Let's get it.
News? Yeah.
Alrighty. So the Braves, first team in World Series history to score in each of the first 3 innings of the series. And that resulted in a nice World Series W.
Little dubby.
Yeah, congratulations to Atlanta and all Braves fans around the world, which there's probably a lot more of right now.
Yeah, I
Cheers.
got nothing wrong with the Braves. Cheers to you guys. Congratulations on the title. I know one of the guys that I was boys with on Twitch for a while. I haven't talked to him in a minute, but I know Doc Hyde was a Braves fan, so I'm sure he's celebrating, or he was at some point. So, congratulations, Doc.
It's been a minute, dude.
Game from the World Series, so I got no opinion on it. But great for them. They won the World Series. That's always huge.
I didn't watch any of it either, to be honest.
I wasn't gonna watch that one game, but it accidentally came on the TV, so I decided to watch it. That was when I think that was when the Astros. It was like Game 5, and the Astros hit like a grand slam, like first or second inning or something. So that was pretty dope to watch.
Yeah, I was definitely just rooting against the Astros in general because they can suck a bag of dicks. Bunch of fucking cheaters.
Tune in every week for your sports news from 3 people who don't watch sports.
Yeah, right.
We'll keep you updated.
We got you the insider information.
Yeah.
I'm mad at the MLB. They took the Indians away.
Oh, yeah.
There's no cap salary. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, so
Wham.
during their... Speaking of being mad, speaking of being mad at him, though, did you see the driver of the bus during the parade?
No, what happened?
Yeah.
He was so ready to get out of there, bro. He was going at least 45 minimum.
45? Like through the parade?
He was at the parade. So the streets are like lined with people, and he is just like cooking,
gunning it.
Like he was so ready to be done.
The entire parade lasted like probably 4 minutes. It was literally just like the one bus plus like a couple other cars and everything. And like there was like the entire streets, like the sidewalks were filled with people ready to cheer on like their team and everything. And this bus driver with Prince Eddie, he was cooking it down the roads, 40, 45 miles an hour, just turning down streets and everything. And he was gone out of there in 5 minutes. So everyone came all out to bed for nothing.
If you missed it, it's not your fault. Because it only lasted like 3 minutes.
You want to see me do it again?
I was going to say, like your boy. 30 seconds.
It was like the bus driver's first time ever. And he's just like, do I drive normal or like do I go slow? And they're like, yeah, screw it, punch it. They were just out of there.
It must have been the same guy that drove for the WNBA. Did you see that parade?
No.
No.
Oh my god!
I'm not a big parade watcher. I don't watch Macy's either.
So the WNBA through Chicago streets, it was the most empty Chicago has ever been. I don't know why they did a parade. There were maybe 15 people that showed up. Like
you can't really tell because it was on the sidewalk to begin with.
Honestly, that sucks.
He was probably like,
it does suck for a little bit.
So that's what I'm thinking. It was the same driver because he was just like, "Hey, there's nobody here anyway." He just went and he wasn't used to the crowds. But the WNBA parade was bad, dude. They should not have done a full parade. They should have looked at their viewership and found something else to do.
Well, when do they do it? Is my question. Like, do they do it during the week?
It's like I don't know what they come back, I think.
See, that's my biggest thing is like I feel like a lot of the parades happen during the week. Like I'm not taking off of work to go to a WNBA parade. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like if it was on the weekend, if it was on the weekend, I'd go.
People did it for the other teams, though.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. And it was in Chicago, dude. Have you ever been to Chicago even on like a Tuesday at 11 a.m. and it's like dead? Like,
no,
I feel like people actually went out of their way to avoid this.
They had cops sweep the streets so no one would be on that block while they pass through.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough.
So either way, though, I think we had the same driver for the Braves that we did for them, and it still ended up looking like a good parade. Streets are full, but they just got a quick glimpse of the players on the bus.
So wasn't there some other news like in MLB recently, like with PETA or something?
Yeah. So during the World Series, PETA called out the MLB and asked them to stop using the word bullpen because it's where cows are held before they're eaten or some shit.
Oh my god.
I didn't read the whole thing.
It's never gonna
The
stop.
word PETA, and you just saw blood red.
Yeah, it's
I read
never
like
gonna
2
stop.
sentences, and I was just like, dude, this is the dumbest thing I've like. PETA, you fucked the pooch on this one. You know what I mean?
And they're against that too.
Yeah, they're against fucking the pooch.
Yeah, I think PETA in general is, but it's just like, why do they even question it? You know, curiosity killed the cat. You know what I mean?
Well,
Stop with these goddamn puns. I think PETA's just trying to do anything to become relevant nowadays. So like literally anything that has an animal word in it, they're just immediately gonna be they're gonna be like protesting it or something about it. Because I don't even get the point of PETA anymore. If like to be honest, it's
I feel like at this point they're beating a dead horse. You know,
I think that's what I saw. I saw like a news report on it. They kill more animals than actual people. So.
oh man.
Fish, would you say would you say they're beating a dead horse? You know what I mean? Dude, I don't miss it.
He's on his A game today.
It's like shooting fish in a barrel.
But
It really is.
God.
I can't be stopped.
Oh god, dude.
Holy cow.
I'm just
He just did it again. Did you hear that?
what?
He goes, holy cow.
Speaking of
I can't.
holy cow,
We're
though.
still open for a third When Worlds Collide member live audience.
Is this the end for me?
Yeah,
Being chicken.
I'm like sweating from how uncomfortable those puns are.
Man, that's you know what? It's a dog eat dog world. I understand.
There it is. Okay. Last nail in the coffin. Right?
where's his muzzle?
Not you two. Fuck.
Hey, welcome to the dark side, Smalls. I love it. Yo, speaking of holy cow, though, we should plug real quick. We've got so next week we have a professional Rocket League caster coming on. He broadcasts for the Akron Zips, and Akron is actually like one of the top Rocket League teams in the nation. So he's going to come on. We're going to do a little bit of an interview there, and kind of dive into what they're seeing during the pandemic and all the changes and all that shit. So there's our plug for next week and our boy John Mattio.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Have you kept up with like any of the esports at all? You got a little bit of a blend of gaming and sports here.
Not really. That's what John Mattio's coming on for, right?
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah, that makes sense.
You like though how I both plugged the interview and went into the PETA disses. I kind of killed 2 birds with 1 stone.
All right, you're pushing it a little.
Oh my god, friend, we're having a connection issue.
We're pushing it. Oh
Get
god.
booted.
Yeah, that interview should be dope. I'm excited for that. I'm pretty sure that I went to grade school with him, so I'm gonna have to pull out an old yearbook to see if it was actually true or not.
Oh hell yeah, man.
You definitely did. He's from Northeast Ohio, just like all your boys.
Yes, sir.
And he's made himself a career in the esports.
Yeah, man, that's
industry.
awesome. Good for him.
Yes, sir.
Continue with sports here though. This the basketball game the other night, was it the Clippers and Nuggets, right? I believe that's where Markieff Morris plays. But anyways, Jokic is coming down mid-court and he throws a pass and gets absolutely like elbowed in his gut, and then Jokic retaliated and went over and knocked him back down. So I know Frint would be too soft to do this, but did you like the move, Frint, or no?
No. Honestly, maybe it comes from being a LeBron fan, but I want my stars to be soft, just like me. I would rather see them. See, this is what Kendrick Perkins is for. I want to see LeBron
The
be the
enforcer.
class act. What's that?
The enforcer.
Yeah, I want to see LeBron be the class act that he is. You should be the leader of the team. You're an MVP status player. You should be the leader. You should be mature. You should walk off the court completely calm, and then your coach should put in Kendrick Perkins to throw a shoulder into somebody and say, "Don't fucking touch my star player." And I don't know. I I feel like retaliating like that is very high school and not somebody who's the leader of an NBA team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I feel you, and I agree with you to some extent. But Morris has been like notorious for like doing shit like that. So
Yes.
I love seeing Jokic go and get after it, and I also think that as like a big man, like you are almost the enforcer. Like who's the enforcer on the Nuggets? It's Jokic, right? They don't have another big man that they can pull in and do that. Like he is the enforcer. So I was fine with him going retaliating. But normally I would agree with you. Like if somebody like knocked Damian Lillard or something, yeah, bring one of the bench guys off and go have him you know, tussle it up, you know.
And I gotta say, like, as an NBA fan, I loved seeing him knock that guy back, like retaliate like that.
Oh yeah.
But
I
if it
gonna
was
say that
my
too.
team, it's a different story. I would be upset if we were still good and LeBron was suspended or something because he did some shit like that.
Fair enough.
My
But-
viewpoint on it is if they retaliate, hell yeah, I'm down. And
Yeah.
me as a viewer of the game, anything that spices up the game a little bit more, I'm all in. If I see a fight come out, oh hell yeah, dude. That just made the
Yeah.
game 10 times more enjoyable. I love
I was
seeing it
just
like
gonna say,
I
like-
love seeing all the players just rush onto the field or on the court, and they're all like pulling each other back, and other people are like climbing on each other trying to just like get a really weak ass swing in.
Somebody hit somebody.
Somebody hit somebody. All the refs are just
Yeah,
blowing their
man,
whistles
like-
like it's doing something.
as much as I say, I'm against it, but realistically, if the NBA went the route of the NHL and started allowing fistfights, I'd probably watch a lot more games.
Oh yeah,
So,
like the NHL. Hell yeah.
yeah, you're not far off, man. Go full Tropic Thunder on them.
Oh my god.
There you go.
Perfect.
Yeah, I would love it.
Yeah, Tink is like just make it like hockey. People go for the fights.
Exactly. They know what they're
Just
doing.
like
There's a
in
reason why they
NASCAR,
haven't
man.
changed that rule.
You go watch a NASCAR race because of the crashes. You go watch an NBA race because Jokic lights somebody up.
An NBA race.
There you go.
An NBA
Yeah.
race.
That's
Oh,
actually
yeah.
said
a
what
good
the-
point for the Talladega thing. Like, I think
I'm
people literally
thinking
watch
too,
it just
bro.
for crashes.
I think
Yeah.
I think recently they've been going for the chance.
Yeah, that.
For this
You're kidding.
for this Brandon guy.
Oh my god.
Oh, Brandon, what is the backstory behind that? Do either of you know? I have no idea.
Yeah, I know. I'll tell you after the podcast because it's politicized.
Okay, it's one of those things.
Yeah, but it's amazing. But yeah,
Oh, that one. Okay, now I get it. Like, I had an idea, but now it just all triggered. I know it.
yeah.
It's still,
Stay on for the after show where Smalls explains that.
Yeah, I'll explain that afterwards.
it's still so funny.
So we are usually heavy on the football, but not so much this week. But we do have one story about the refs clearly words favoring Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Do you want to? It was our Monday night game this past week, right?
Oh, with
It was.
the penalty you're talking about?
Yeah.
there
So
were a few.
yeah,
There were a few things. Yeah.
the big one is a taunting call, which is absolutely bullshit. And I actually seen Ryan Clark talking about this week and how they need to like set a firm rule as to what is taunting. This is what you can get violated for. The guy that it happened to has been like a guy that like just got into the NFL, like worked his ass off, like he has this good backstory and stuff.
Yeah.
Makes this big play, and as he's walking away from the play, it actually looks like the ref like steps into him and flops like an NBA player,
Yeah.
and then he throws a flag on the guy for taunting.
Yeah. Dude,
Oh.
I'm gonna say it now. The ref 100% hip checked him and then threw the flag.
You saw the video then?
Oh yeah, I saw it. Yeah,
Okay.
it was complete bullshit. 100%. He
So
literally
the player's name
so,
is Cassius Marsh,
okay.
and he came off the practice squad this week. So
Wow.
he just came off the practice squad, probably because of injuries and things. Like Small said, he's working his ass off. The game is like I think at this point it was a 3-point game or maybe
Yeah,
a
it
1 point
was close towards the end of the game. Literally the biggest play of this kid's career.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
With 3 minutes left in the game, primetime game, he sacks Big Ben, and he comes off and he kind of looks in the general direction of the Steelers sideline, and they throw a flag for taunting.
It was
And
absolute
then,
bullshit, man.
absolute bullshit.
He
And
didn't
then
do any hand gestures either. Like
Nothing.
nothing.
nothing. He looks, dude. But I do have to say, every single week I see people looking in general directions, and it's I've had enough. You know what I mean? Enough is enough with looking in general
It's
directions.
2021 now. Why are we all not looking at the ground?
Exactly. Yeah. I know people can get broken bones and torn ACLs and things, but what's more important is if people get hurt feelings.
Yeah,
In the-
that's
you know what I
exactly
mean?
why.
I especially the random seats he was looking at. That's what just gets to me. But then, like Small said, so then he throws the flag for that, and then when that dude Cassius Marsh is running off the field, the ref like throws his shoulder into him. He hip checks him, and it's like you are clearly rooting for the other team at this
Yeah,
point.
right.
Something's got to be going on because that was trash.
Yeah, dude. When I saw the video on TikTok and I was reading the comments, and people were saying like the ref needs to get investigated by the IRS for gambling or something, because ain't
100%.
no way that he is judging that game like, you know, with like an unbiased opinion, because that was like the most blatant BS call of of this season so far, I think.
So the Browns will probably have him as a referee.
Yeah, right. You'll see him next week at the Browns Stadium.
Well, keep in mind, Steelers are standing in the Browns' way of playoffs, you know, so they may still be keeping the Browns in mind. This may all link back to OBJ somehow.
We're putting together a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, we're putting the puzzle together here, and all we need is the corner pieces.
It's definitely not the first like conspiracy theory that's been like composed on this podcast.
Oh, no, it won't be the last either.
Like the fish Atlantis. That one will never go away.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That one I still kind of believe, but we'll see. I feel like they should do some sort of investigation on this. They probably won't. But the question is,
no, they
if
say
we're
that
going
they
with
looked into it.
So do you think Mike Tomlin's cheating again, which he has been caught cheating before, or do you think that this is something where Roger Goodell and his rules are driving this?
I think the blame needs to go on Roger Goodell. Nobody was asking for this rule to begin with. Like, nobody had a problem with people celebrating after the play. You know what I mean? I don't think any of the players had a problem with it. I don't think any of the fans. Unless there's that 1% that just ruins everything for everyone, like on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
Maybe they said something, but outside of that, I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't think anyone that I know of at least hates when other players taunt, you know? Like, if you're like a diehard football fan and you see like your rivalry, you know, team go up against you and they start taunting right in the camera, that would piss me off a little bit. But, you know, is it going to ruin my day? No.
Dude, it's the other thing is it's
cause a riot out in the streets? No, I'm too drunk for that.
Right, dude. And the other thing is it's football. It's a highly emotional and physical game.
Exactly, right?
You know what I mean? Like,
this ain't no kiddie party.
Yeah, how do you want to
It'll piss you off in a good way, you know? Like, if you were a Steelers fan or a Bears fan, you would love to see that. And that's what makes you a fan of the sport, is it's like emotional. People get into it. It's passionate. Like, you can't take all that away and be like, go back to your position, shut up, and do the next play. Because otherwise it gets kind of boring. If there's no big hits and no big taunting, no big plays, then you're taking away the sport.
Swing like Grease monkeys out here.
Yeah.
A little White Goodman reference.
So I think Roger Goodell, and I don't know if it all comes from him or what, but the league has gotten soft in general. But I think some of it is justifiable, where you start looking at people's head injuries and things, and you could find reasoning behind it.
Right, the taunting is,
yeah. Nobody's getting hurt. It's not, all you're doing is taking the game from the player's hands and putting it in the ref's hand.
Right.
And it's just, especially with 3 minutes left in a 3-point game.
So
there's no
the big deal about that, with how close that game was.
Right.
What was on the line at that point in time.
So the way I picture this is like, you've seen like the Buffalo Wild Wings commercials where they're like, oh, last game of the day, we need overtime.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
they call the phone and like the sprinkler comes up and the kicker misses the field goal, you know?
Yeah.
So the way I picture that is like Goodell, he's like, nope, I got money on the spread. You gotta do something.
That's probably
Throw a taunting flag.
Yeah.
Could be. The other thing is, and maybe this, I think it still kind of stems from the rules, but the refs might be focusing more on the rules and throwing the right flag and less on keeping players safe. Like, I feel like the job of the referee should be to keep players safe and move the game forward. And a late time flag on a bullshit call, whether it's pass interference or taunting, like even if it's something that's been around a while, you shouldn't try to take the game into your own hands. You should let the players play if it doesn't impact the outcome of the game.
Fair enough.
And I just like, one last thing. I just, what reason would the ref have to like forcibly just like run himself into the player? Like, he had no reason to like basically hip check him.
Unless he was talking shit to the ref, I don't know. I do that in my recreational basketball league and they don't hit me.
He could have just thrown the flag right there anyways. Like, I mean, but still, like, he literally, like, he wasn't even in the way at all. The player, he was running right behind him anyway. So like, I don't know why he just like literally just ran right into him and threw the flag. I'm just like, he didn't even try to hide it or anything. He just did it.
If I'm Justin Fields, after that, and there was also a missed roughing the passer call, I'm going longest yard on that ref.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, dude, 100
Off the
feet.
game, we'll win the next one. I am taking that ref out.
Hit him in the jewels and give him a wet willy.
Yeah. That's spot on, dude.
That's so
I
funny.
love that out of you, Front.
Yeah. That's I should text Justin Fields and let him know for next time.
We need Ben Stiller on the field right now. Give him a wet willy.
Go Bucks.
Adam Sandler, not Ben Stiller. Oh, fish.
Get them all mixed up all the time. Okay,
Fish.
come on
Yeah.
now.
Fish.
Ben Stiller was Night at the Museum. That's the movie you're thinking of.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. They're very similar though.
Do we have any other interesting sports news for the week?
No.
Or
We got a handful of truth or drinks, and then we'll close her up. And then we also have the giveaway, guys. If you haven't had a chance yet, exclamation point ticket should get you into the drawing.
Can I join?
Can I join?
I'm about to do it right now.
I mean, you could, I guess.
If I lose, I'm never joining this again.
I haven't won a Captain Smalls giveaway since he first started them, and I'm pissed about it.
I'm actually not convinced that it's working, but
I'm 1-0. That's actually kind of why I typed it because I didn't see any. Oh, there it goes. Oh no, wait, that was.
If it doesn't work, we'll do it old school style.
yeah, I'm just gonna.
Anyone in this podcast today, we'll just put your name in a hat and pull it out.
Yeah, no, I'm literally just gonna do that. Like, I think anyways, because I don't think the Stream Elements thing is working.
Nice.
Tink, did it actually work for you?
No, it doesn't look like it did. But I'm actually 1-0 on Smalls raffles. I won a Jarvis Landry jersey, and the first time I wore it, he got hurt. So I feel like I should avoid this because we don't know what will happen.
Oh, Rep, you do win a car. Yeah, we're giving away. What was it again? Was it brand new 2021 something?
Yeah, all the new Lamborghinis.
Yeah, the new Lamborghinis. We just bought like the whole, Q4 production line. And we're just gonna give them all away.
Still not seeing anything. I Chas says it's ticket 1, but I'm not seeing. You can check before closing it. Rep is pissed. Emily tried again. Yo, this was all just a big prank. None of you get anything. You just wanted to see how many times you guys would type ticket.
Yeah, suck it, guys.
No, yeah, I think you're gonna have to do it manually, Smalls.
Yeah, bro, that's fine. Go ahead and start the truth or drinks, and I'm gonna write everybody's name on a piece of paper, and we'll do that out of the hat thing.
Alrighty, Fish, you're gonna go first then. Who would play me in the Oscar-winning film about my life?
That's a great question. I fucking love that.
Play you. I already gave you what celebrity that I thought you looked like, so.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I forgot we kind of had this.
Yeah. So,
right.
I mean, I could go Ryan Reynolds again, but is he Oscar worthy? No. So who would be a good choice? I don't even know. Like,
Fish, since you already kind of answered this, do you want another card?
wait, do you think that's a good enough answer? Ryan Reynolds, you think he's Grammy worthy for your life?
I think he could win a Grammy if he was playing me.
I think Ryan Reynolds is too good for Frint.
Okay, how about
Honestly,
Vince Vaughn?
I might
then?
agree. Ryan Reynolds is so nice.
Now I'm looking at your face again, Frank. You kind of remind me of Vince Vaughn a bit.
Or like Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider. There it is.
You're like the guy in all of the Adam Sandler films with the lazy eye. Is that it
Yeah,
seems
you
like
got
it
it spot on right there.
Alrighty. Fish, I will accept that answer because you compared me to Ryan Reynolds, who's probably listening in. So, hey, Ryan, how's it going?
Good to see you.
Well, that doesn't make sense for me. All right, if someone offered me $10,000 to never talk again, would I do it?
10,000?
No.
10,000?
Yeah,
That's not even enough money, bro.
That's
Like,
like peasant money nowadays.
Yeah,
That's
I
nothing.
honestly though, like, let me extend that question. What is the amount someone would have to offer me to stop talking? I don't think there is an amount. Like, I think, like, I'd rather be able to talk than have good money. You know?
what if you just like learn sign language?
For like a month, I would do it. You know, $10,000 for a month would be easy.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, you could learn sign language, or you could, with all that money, buy some sort of apparatus that allows you to talk. But at the end of the day, I feel like I would rather talk than have money. So I'm gonna take a drink to that one. Say
Fair
I have
enough.
no.
I would get paid a ridiculous amount of money to not talk, and then I would use that money to pay for somebody to talk for me. I would just write it down on a piece of paper and tell him to say it all out for me.
Yeah,
You're making
I
good
don't know.
money, kid.
I like hearing myself talk too much. You know, I feel like there's
We
probably
know you do, Frint.
Yeah. All right, so let me rephrase this question, Smalls. What amount of money would you pay for me to never talk again? What amount of money would you pay me so that I never talk again?
I mean, I don't have enough money, but like, whatever you want, buddy.
I name the price.
Name the price.
Name the
and we'll
price,
get it
dude.
done. And our applications are still open for When Worlds Collide too. So like, we'll pay you. It'll be like a nice, closure for all of us, and we'll just have a
All of a
replacement.
severance. I name
Yeah,
the
a little
price.
severance package. There you go.
Oh yeah.
We're getting official up in here.
Smalls.
Buddy.
What do I think I'm great at, but I'm actually terrible at?
Your puns.
Dude, no shot. Do we need to rewind this to the PETA section?
I'm
you
giving you
kidding
credit
me?
at the start, and then you're pushing them way too hard toward the end.
I was not, dude. I was spot on. It was raining cats and dogs with these puns.
That's what I mean, right?
Yeah, there we go.
You know what I
There
mean?
it is again.
Exactly.
I can't be stopped.
Oh shit.
I just grab the bull by the horns and I go for it.
How does he know so many? He's got to have like a notebook full of them.
I think he came super prepared for tonight. That's what happened.
No, actually, that has always been like my superpower, dude. One time I won I can think of puns, but I can't think of the name, like a Jeopardy game, at a bar, and I won free drinks because I was so good at the idioms. So that's kind of my thing.
He's been running up
Oh,
that high
God.
ever since.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, do we have another truth or drink, or are we doing the giveaway here real quick?
That was actually it.
Hell yeah.
All right. So I'm going to go through all the names here real quick just to make sure we got them all. I got Lizzo, Shank, Matt, Reptile, Mama, Pink, M, Canes, and Warrior.
Did you get Mama?
Yeah, I got Mama. Yeah,
Alright, cool.
yeah, Mama's in there. I think I got everybody. I'm looking at Tink's list right now. Shank, Warrior, Lizzo, Mama.
Wreck-It Matt?
I don't think Wreck-It Matt entered. So,
Mm.
so yeah.
Okay, I'm just looking through whoever commented here. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Demon Harley,
9 or 10 people should be on the list.
True
Yep.
Warrior.
I think I got everybody in here. Friend, I didn't write your name down. You can suck it. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's a good call.
All right, I'm gonna mix these up, and then Fish is gonna pick it, guys. So if you want to be mad at somebody, be mad at Fish.
Be mad at Carl for cutting the paper so terribly. Let me do it.
Hold
Don't
on.
be mad at me.
No collusion here. Let me get your hand right in the camera here.
I'm not looking.
All right. Do we have it lined up properly? Yeah.
Not looking. Not looking.
One of them fell out. Hold on.
This seems rigged already.
Oh, shut up. I'm
All
not looking. Crap. Oh, should have dropped it. Well.
Ooh, nice Win Worlds Collide hat though. That merch is hot.
Shank!
Hey,
Shank's the
Shanky
winner.
Proof.
Right there. Hold on, let me put it up.
Hey, congrats, Shank.
See it?
No, you gotta go lower, bro.
Mine's a bit delayed. Fade. Get on camera.
Yeah, I can see it.
Hell yeah, let's go.
There you go.
Winner.
Congratulations, Shank. So, bro, let me know. You can do a $20 gift card, or you can do $40 worth of merch in the store. Whatever you like to do, let me know. You can DM me in Discord, Snapchat, whatever. You know how to get a hold of me.
Or you could
And-
text any of the numbers on the invite for the Halo tournament.
Yeah, so just a couple plugs real quick, guys. As you know, we're on Twitch, obviously live here with you right now. Additionally, we're on YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, TikTok as well. We're going to get some YouTube shorts going with the podcast. And then, like as Sprint was saying, we do have the Halo Infinite tournament. It's going to be the opening weekend of when Halo Infinite launches. That's Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll be a $10 entry. And all the money is going towards Able Gamers. It's a charity for people who are disabled, helping them get involved in the gaming community, as well as providing them with accessible controllers so they can play the games that they love, just like us.
Mm-hmm.
And that tournament's literally any skill level, guys. Like Frint sucks. He's going to be on my team. So
Carl sucks too.
I was just gonna say that, bro. So just so everybody's aware, when they say sucks, I've actually never played Halo. So I like
So
you don't have to be good. The whole point here is to raise some money for people who are not able to game as easily as us. We're all pretty blessed that we can fall back on video games whenever we need a break. So like I think everybody here can cough up the $10 if you want to play or not. You know, that's you if you think you can take us three on with me never playing before. But either way, we would appreciate your donations.
yeah, honestly, guys, it's just gonna be a fun thing that we can hopefully all gather together for a good cause and just have some fun. So,
Yeah.
But also, I am expecting to win. I'm about to start training hard, so buckle the fuck up and get training, okay? Because this is going to be a sweaty tournament.
I'm just gonna use my natural gamer ability to just absolutely dominate the tournament, and it won't even be a challenge anymore. So if you want to win, be on my team, okay? Because it is a
Rep,
guaranteed dub.
what does Rep always call Smalls because he never spends any money?
squeaky.
Squeaky, that's
Yeah.
right. You are absolutely squeaky.
Yeah, who's the
if you
squeak
can't
now,
donate
Rep?
$10.
Who's
Yeah.
the squeak now, Rob?
Oh,
Is that Rep or is that your chair?
Dude, look, I can't get a new chair because I'm squeaky. That was my own voice because I'm sick at voiceover sounds and such, you know?
Yeah, I got you.
clearly.
But
Yeah.
all right, guys. Happy episode 20, not 18. I corrected myself this time around.
Good on you.
Happy 11/11, lucky day for everybody except for the One World Collide crew. Hey, appreciate you guys hanging around for all of our different technical difficulties we had today, and we'll see you next week as well. Much love, everybody.
Peace.
Peace.
It buffed.